The Jordan Peterson Christian phenomena is an odd one because he is famously ambiguous about his religious beliefs, but many people also see Peterson as a kind of Christian figure. There have even been entire books written about him and his relationship to the Christian faith. I think Jordan Peterson is popular with and extremely frustrating for Christians for this reason. Peterson is very good at explaining the bad news of the secular life, but he is not able to explain the good news of Christianity. When it comes to the bad news, Peterson initially rose to prominence as a critic of Canadian transgender laws that threaten free speech by compelling people to use certain pronouns. In this iconic interview from 2018, Peterson shuts down a Canadian broadcaster who floats the silly idea that people have the right to not be offended.
You cited freedom of speech in that. Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. Like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
Well, I'm very glad I put you on the spot.
Well,
I'm very glad that I've exercised my freedom of speech.
You get my point. It's like you're doing what you should do, which is digging a bit to see what the hell's going on. And that is what you should do. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
You haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
Peterson's online lectures have garnered millions of views, and many young men have been attracted to his message about masculinity and opposing political correctness in favor of what is actually true about reality. One of the Jubilee non-theists in this recent discussion even praised Peterson for this.
You and I agree on a lot. I mean, when it comes to talking about how men should be masculine and things of that nature, you and I are 100% in agreement.
Through his books and lectures, Jordan Peterson has done a good job in exposing how modern secular liberalism contradicts what we know about reality and how it fails to fully explain the human person. Peterson has also shown how our identity can only be fully explained in a religious context, and his wife has gone one step further in formally embracing the Catholic faith. Though, as you'll see, Jordan Peterson remains fairly ambiguous about it. So this background helps us to understand the good and the bad in Peterson's recent Jubilee appearance.